Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Next up for you today we're going to be taking a look at some Clone Wars figures. The first one I'm going to give you a look at is this one. This is the Jedi Knight Aayla Secura. Very nice figure, this one. Some minor faults that I'm going to pick up on, but for the most part this is a great figure and I'm really pleased to have picked it up. Before I begin showing you the figure, I'm going to give you a look at the packaging that she comes in. As you can see, it's the 2009 red and white style packaging, and on the front of the bubble there you've got the foil sticker for the mail away Nadar Veb figure, which is only available in the US and in Canada, I believe. Over in the UK you can actually buy Nadar in store. As you can see on the back you've got an image of Aayla from, I believe that's the episode from season 1 entitled Jedi Crash. It's either Jedi Crash or Defenders of Peace, I can't remember off the top of my head. And then obviously you've got an image of the figure next to it. Quickly read from the back. Jedi General Aayla Secura crash lands on a planet where a peaceful Lurmen village is threatened by Separatist forces. The athletic and graceful Twi'lek tries to find a way to help the villagers that does not require them to abandon their pacifist beliefs. And obviously the Lurmen are those meerkat type characters that refuse to fight, if you remember those from season 1. So there's the packaging. Give you a look at the figure now. As I said, for the most part it is a pretty damn good figure, although there are some minor faults with it. The first one being the fact that the goggles don't particularly clip onto her face very well, and even when they do they look a little bit silly. The other fault is that all this gear that you actually see her with is never actually seen in the series. It's just something that Hasbro have decided to include by the looks of it for added play value, because without all the gear, you know, she's a pretty bland and boring figure. Some of it I like, some of it I don't like. For example, you take the goggles off, they just attach to the small horns that appear at each side of her head. And as you can see, she comes with a jetpack similar to Jango Fett's but in a different colour. And she also has chest and breathing apparatus similar to the space clones. The breathing apparatus is removable, it just unclips from the front. You get a decent look at Aayla's head sculpt there. The backpack can also be removed from the chest piece, just plugs into a hole there. And if you pop off Aayla's head, the overall chest piece can be removed as well. And then you can just pop Aayla's head back on, and then you've got her as she appears in the series. Much prefer her like this, she looks a lot better. They haven't quite got the head sculpt right yet. It does look good, but not entirely accurate to how she appears in the series. Could have done with a little bit of tweaking. As you can see, she comes with a standard lightsaber as well, which funnily enough has a little stub on the hilt to plug into a socket on the belt, although the blade isn't removable and there's no hole on the belt for it to clip into, so that's quite a strange choice for Hasbro to make. Articulation wise, she's very good. She has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, swivel wrists, a swivel torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ball hinged ankles. And she does stand pretty well, you know, no major issues with standing up. And overall, she's a very nice figure. Very nicely detailed. Really like this one. Now, one of the major faults that I'm going to pick up on at the minute is actually with the chest armour. If you look very closely, you'll see that it's actually been cast in that sort of just off-white plastic. You know, it's not as white as the jetpack if you compare the two. And and that bothers me somewhat. Yeah, should be white, but never mind. Also, the chest piece has been resized, obviously, to fit the female anatomy, so it doesn't fit on any male characters, unfortunately, so it's no good for customs. But as I said, the actual figure of Aayla is just fantastic, and I'm really, really pleased with her. Definitely a great figure. If you're a fan of the Clone Wars, then you should definitely pick her up. So there she is, that's Aayla Secura. Hope you've enjoyed having a look at this figure, and I'll be back with some more Clone Wars reviews next, so stay tuned for that. Until then, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.